Real conversations, real solutions, real success.
Success is my religion.
Welcome to the Porch. I'm here with a Raiders fan. They trying to be at the top of the AFC West for the first time in
Let's talk about
a
it.
few weeks, or a few years,
The year just
several
started.
years.
The year just started.
The year just
We
started.
don't worry about the past. Worry about the
because they
future.
committed to excellence.
That's right.
So the chosen one, CJ, and
Yep.
the success engineer. We got some new developments coming up. We can't tell you about, so we're gonna leave you in suspense.
Suspense.
But we working it behind the scenes to well, I'll just tell you that to create a community full of people that work hard. I was thinking about this the other day, and I was like, we work with 15 to 25-year-olds because that's the age range that I think you should do the most work, most exploration, get the most experiences that set up your life for success, right?
It's really the peak of your life.
That's the youngest years of your life.
Yeah.
That's where you go from adolescence to adulthood. Not saying that we don't continue to grow, but we wanted to create a community that is conducive and inclusive to everyone because of it's just because of me. Because when I studied the business, and you have to have this avatar, this target, you got to know all about them, the pain points, and all of this stuff. Well, for me, I study everybody's pain points. If I come in contact with you, I'm studying like you in general, who you are, where you come from, the background, everything. Like, I don't know why I do that. That's just what I do. The work hard philosophy is a philosophy for everyone. So there's people at all different levels in life. We all need to come together because we can learn a lot of stuff from each other, because success is about clues. Like, success leaves clues.
Yeah.
And that's what and once somebody has a success, like, we can see we can analyze what that success was, where their background was from, and how they got to that point. Because one size doesn't fit all, and if we're on this journey of success, our success journey, we need other people. I act like I don't need other people, but I need you. I need CJ. I need everybody. But I also need us to grow. So I'm not saying I know the absolute route or way a person should go, but like, we got to try stuff out to see what is going to make us successful and what we're comfortable with. But if we're not growing, then we're not going to be able to see if what it is, what works and what doesn't, because it's trial and error. That's why I say in between 15 and 25, you got to get a lot of experiences under your belt, whether that's other people's experiences, your own experiences, or the experiences of books and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Usually that's other people's experiences. So we're creating this community. We'll have it coming out here pretty soon, and we're gonna be
all the way out,
all the way up, and
yes,
committed to excellence with everybody. And usually it's like just me and the 40-year-olds, the millennials, and we need everybody to chip in this community to be committed to excellence.
Yeah.
Have the I won't lose mentality, working on different things. Like, yeah, that's what we're gonna do. And for this show, besides the Raiders stuff,
that's the first of the season.
First game of the season. We recording this before the game. We're gonna go watch the game and do some work. But what you got to say about the first Chiefs game?
Well, I think the first Chiefs game was, self-explanatory, just like the Cowboys Eagles game. Uh, it was like a dress rehearsal, like your first real practice. I don't think the Chiefs did bad. I don't think the Cowboys did bad. The Cowboys really surprised me, actually, and the Chiefs always surprised me. I like how Patrick Mahomes was in that mode towards the end of the game, and he just ran out of time because guaranteed, if he had more time, then they probably would have pulled that game off. But
You only get so much amount of time.
there's only a certain amount of time, and Justin Herbert has really shown his growth under Mr. Harbaugh, and we'll discuss that other because he kind of cheated to get to where he was. But anyway, um,
And then the
overall,
topic.
the topic today is the success and downfall of a good man. And I know that there can be many definitions of a good man, but we're mainly focused on what happens if you have a failed relationship and you come into success, or whatever you were breeding or dreaming or creating comes to fruition, and then the people that get left behind feel a certain type of way.
So like you're single for until you're 40, 43, something like that, and then you and then you have, and what you were working on your whole adult life
Mm-hmm.
starts to come to pass, and now people see the success outwardly. That's and then the the relationships, the women, they
The
come along.
relationships, the women, say you have children, with other women, obviously, but those relationships become, a little bit more haggled because of the interaction that you get. Basically, how we came up with this subject today was that in the news, there's a video clip of I want to get his name right. He's a basketball player for the Mavericks. PJ Washington. I guess just signed an extension, and I didn't even know this, but I guess he had a kid with Brittany Renner, uh, and there was a clip of her not being too thrilled, and him picking up his kid, and the main outtake is that he signed this extension, but they're not together, so she's upset that she's not going to be able to afford the lifestyle that he's about to afford himself. The
See, I
problem,
didn't hear all that. Is that what? Go ahead. My bad.
no, you're fine. The problem I have with that is I've had this problem all my life because obviously I'm a Jordan kid, so Jordan got his divorce a long time ago from his first wife, and she got paid all this money for what? I mean, kids. I mean, obviously he's an athlete. He's going to be able to afford to take care of his kids. So he's not an average dad. He's a superstar. And these superstars, live above their means because they can afford it. They've did the training or have been good enough to get the contract to get the money that they feel they deserve for their skill set. The problem I have is that in my heart of hearts, I'm going to take care of what's mine because I do that now, and I'm not rich at all. But if I were to run into some money, that doesn't mean that you run into money. That means that I may be able to take care of you a little bit better. That doesn't necessarily mean that that's an expressway to my pockets. It's not going to happen. It's just not.
The question I got, so that Jordan and his wife and PJ Washington are two different.
There are two different aspects.
Because Jordan was with his wife, like from day one, and they married.
Yeah,
so
they're married.
they do become one if we look at it in that aspect. PJ and
I don't think they
Renner,
ever even
they not married.
they didn't get
They not,
engaged. They
yeah.
didn't do anything.
So the relationships are two different things. Like if
It's
you are a part of me and I am a part of you as a marriage, so we're one, then that means I do have to take care of you.
yeah,
And
but
even if we split, I think that it's right. I don't know, like like the extent of of length or whatever, but that person does deserve something because they were there from the get go, and uh, we had kids together. We built a life together.
yeah,
PJ Washington and Brittany Renner, I don't think
it's
they built
different
the they
circumstances.
just they
They
built
built
a
a kid
kid
together.
together.
They built a kid together.
Okay, so go
So
ahead.
I mean, yeah, different aspects and different strokes. But I just find that the entitlement is just crazy because I feel like the intent of said child being in this world is for a payday
In what?
and having a
In
child with that
which
aspect.
relationship? PJ.
And, oh, PJ.
Okay.
No, not with Jordan. She already
Okay.
got her payday. She's set. But
But okay.
I just don't understand the mindset of people in this day and age, because I feel like people do things just to be doing it, and it's not out of, it could be out of necessity, but I feel like it's a different reason why people go through the things they go through to get a piece of the pie, and I don't like it.
Can I interject?
Yeah, you can.
Because I analyze this stuff all the time. I mean, not all the time. But this is my analytical view. So there's different aspects of different perspectives of this relationship with PJ and Brittany, right?
Mm-hmm.
So PJ is you got to analyze the person,
Yeah.
background, all of that stuff. PJ is a athlete, became an NBA player. He probably was one of the top athletes at his high school, college. He's getting all kind of women, like, just without having to have game, or not game, but just like being able to
Yeah,
get a woman that
his name precedes itself.
yeah. So that's one aspect of it. Then there's Brittany Renner. She's used to maybe being wined and dined by all rich people, rich men,
Yeah.
right? So that's
More
an
established
aspect,
men.
more established men, and that's what she used to, and now she understands those men. So now you get this young kid. He's probably younger than her, right?
I want to say
Yeah. I mean, look, I think, yeah. I don't know if
I didn't
he's,
dive into
yeah,
that
yeah,
like I was
but
supposed to.
but that's
Still.
there's a balance, because you saw the same thing with I forgot which couple it was, but like uh Zion Williamson, right? She's
Oh,
older than him, right?
yeah.
Yeah, so
Wow.
if you being used to getting these type of men and getting this level of payout, I guess, for these men, and you're older than a young man who all he does is play basketball, and
Yeah.
the women just come to him because he's famous,
Yeah.
right? He's just used to getting it. He's not analyzing the situation, right? So those are the two aspects. Is like, we got to look at the athletes, especially the young athletes that are coming up. They just themselves, and they can get taken advantage of. That
Exactly.
and that's the difference between somebody that gets it in their 20s to when somebody gets it in their 40s.
Yeah.
So that's a perspective that we gotta really look at is that, and me and my friend Larry, we we talk about all these. I don't think these dudes have game at all. Like you look at Travis Hunter and his girl, or I don't know if they still together or not, but
Oh, I think they are. I mean,
yeah, yeah, yeah,
they got married. I mean,
yeah. But
the amount of the hate that he got to go through, which could be true and could be not. Um, at the end of the day, we need to realize that these people are just like us. They may be richer than us, but they still should have the same feelings and morals and values that we have as a as people. So
and that's what I'm saying. So his relationship that he has with his wife or whatever, or now wife, like he didn't pursue it like a normal life person did.
no,
You know
yeah,
what I
I'm sure
mean?
he got pursued, and
Yeah,
I think I
his
read,
name superseded himself.
yeah, and our names will supersede ourselves pretty soon.
But we in our
But
40s.
yeah,
So.
well, that's all right. That means nobody can pin babies on us. Gotcha. Anyway, but in the dive in his story, I think that there's a child on the way. You have to be real. You almost have to do your research when you see stuff on the internet.
You do have to do the research. Don't just take anything at face value on the internet.
I'm not, but still,
I gotta tell my students that. That's why.
I just think it's incredible that in this day and age that you know, I'm not saying that it. If I'm going to be honest, it's a great hustle. It really is. I'll just admit it's a great hustle. Yeah, the female goes through some things, obviously body wise, to have the child and everything else. But I don't think that people think about the down the road type deal. Like
Because they're young.
I grew up and I realized I didn't want to have children out of wedlock. I almost did, but then those things passed away, and I just try to be careful because I want to bring a child in, if I do have one, in a structured environment. And that's just me. That's just my preference. I'm not saying it's right or it's wrong, but
Studies have shown that bringing up a child with both parents have are like they have a better chance of success
yeah, it's a little bit
than
more successful.
when the parents are together than when the parents are apart. Not to say that it doesn't work, but I had the same uh, mentality.
Yeah,
Like I wanted to be married before I had kids or whatever, just so that I like. This is me trying to change the trajectory of my family. Like I didn't grow up with a father. My mom was never married, so I was like, let me do the exact opposite of what that is, and that is to get married before you have kids. But I'm 40, 41 now.
it kind of all pans out. I mean, everybody has their route that they want to go as far as life. And I'm not saying that having kids out of wedlock is bad. It's not. I know a lot of kick-ass kids that are out of wedlock, and they're just fine. But it's a village that you have behind said kid that helps them also become a superstar or whatever they decide to develop to be in. And we've had this discussion, of course, early on in our podcast sessions about how certain things were already established back in the day, not so much now, but like you had a child and you had your grandparents on both sides they collaborate, and then you have, just a outbringing of family, like a good village,
Guidance,
a guidance
a
that,
guidance hierarchy. Like,
yeah,
so the parents are guided by the grandparents of the kid, and the
yeah,
kid is guided by the parents, and so that's kind of how it goes. The what does she call it? The family units.
yeah. I mean, it's
We
just
gotta have family units. We don't necessarily have families now.
no. I mean, and us growing up the way we grew up, we had units, so everybody in the family had each other's backs. Now, was there squabbling or disagreements? Of course, there's not going to be, peaches and cream all day long, but still, the 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 generations that come before us, that's how you push through, and that's how you created more extensions of your family to go down the line of generation to make a stronger bloodline. So yeah, that's that. But I just found it funny. That's how I started out my day with this video of them, the interaction and stuff, and then the explanations of how it is. I'm not saying that's how it is. I don't know about their life or how they're doing. I just know that I did not sign an extension for 90 million. Like by Mr. Washington. So I mean, kudos to him. He's doing great.
Yeah, but
Have a
and
great season.
I had a conversation with students like all the time. Like, most of us live a normal life, right? Normal life means that it's a gradual progression to whatever it is, our reaching our fullest potential, right?
Yeah,
That's fullest potential of making money, fullest potential of using our skills, wisdom, all of that stuff. But we like to analyze the people that have skipped over that step. Like, yeah, you have a high paying craft that you do,
yeah,
but like I said earlier, these entertainers or athletes especially, they don't have to go through the progression process that somebody like you and I have to go
yeah.
through, and they really don't have to listen to who they don't want to listen to,
No,
so
their
when you're
mindset's
young, you
different.
already don't want to listen to anybody really, but your parents maybe. But once you get money, and money gives you power, I guess,
It does.
in society, I mean, how, let's look it up. How old is PJ? um
I want to say he's in his 20s because I don't think he's been in the league that long.
27 years old.
27 years
So he's
old.
27 years old. So he may got out of college at 22. We'll say 22 if he
Yeah.
stayed all 4 years, right?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, 5 years, and he's been in the NBA in the spotlight for 5 years already,
Yeah.
right? And just signed a $90 million contract, right? I don't know what he had before that, but it had to be a few,
It
like,
was substantial.
yeah, substantial.
Yeah.
So even at the beginning, like, he was young, 22, 23, 25, maybe, whatever, but he had a lot of money, and he skipped over the progression steps,
Yeah.
which a lot of us don't have,
Yeah.
don't do.
We don't get the offer to do that.
So when we come to to our topic, right, with the success and downfall of a good man, a good man that is in his progression, or a good woman in their progression, which we want good women and good men to get together. So you all have to be in your progression, right?
Yeah.
So
It's all a work in progress.
yeah, but what does that look like? Because we're talking about the success. When the success comes, right? When the success comes, and then we have to look out for these certain women that like to take advantage of people that have money.
Yeah.
Like, what do you look for? Like,
Well,
and for me, like the reason why I say the young athletes don't have game is because they're not looking at a potential partner. They're just looking at what it looks like from the outside looking in. You look good on my shoulder, on my or on my arm, and like that's what I'm looking at. And you look good, period.
yeah,
But not looking at the
bonus.
values, the
The intent.
the intent.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See that's a big
yeah.
word for me. What is your intent?
Because go ahead.
Because, that's yeah, I could be, a regular Joe like I am right now and then play the lotto and get millions of dollars. So the women that I tried to holler at maybe 2 weeks ago when I was regular CJ may want to holler at me now that I'm multi-million dollar CJ. I'm gonna have a problem with that because you didn't like me when I was broke. Now all of a sudden you like me and I have money. Well, that doesn't come with me. You won't see that. You will
Especially
be at McDonald's getting whatever you want with cheese on it. That's going to be the extent of the level that you get from me.
especially if I knew you before. That's the differentiating factor for me. So if I knew you before and I try to holler at you, because I got a situation like that already, like, and I try to holler at you,
Yeah.
like, and now I'm being successful. Now you see me, like, I have a problem with, like, I'm gonna look for somebody else. Like, you gonna have to really show me that you here for me, because like back in the day, back then hoes didn't want me. Now I'm hot, they all on me.
Well, come on, Mike Jones. Anyway, it's gonna be the same criteria for me, but you're gonna be in the triangle formation. You're not gonna be able to get out because I'm gonna put you there. You're gonna stay there. You're gonna be my constant. You're gonna be whatever you are. That's the position you're gonna play because that's the position that you chose. I didn't choose it for you. I wanted a better position for you. And that's what people don't understand about opportunity. You can be a part of something at the very lowest and then help it build up. But I don't want you at my new building.
Yeah, I sent you a video
I don't
of the
want you
lady
at my.
talking about how men want a love phase. At that love
Oh yeah,
phase,
I understood it.
yeah, I understood it
Yeah,
too. I was like, the
that made a
love
lot of
phase.
sense.
I've always said that I wanted somebody before I got everything. You know what I mean? I wanted somebody that was there for me beforehand,
Because it's
but
gonna be genuine.
because it's gonna be genuine. Or and not to say it won't be genuine. Maybe just the caliber of person is on the horizon when you get that person, or that maybe that's the reaching your fullest potential. Reaching your fullest potential. Now you have the knowledge because it took you a while to get
Yeah,
there, right?
you
Now
took the
you
steps.
can deal with the people that you want to deal with.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the main thing about the success of a good man. Like, if you do get it, like, you should have learned the lessons necessary to uh, to weed out the people that aren't there really for you. Yes, there's going to be some attraction there because you have a certain level of success and popularity or whatever, famousness. But like, it's the difference between a 27-year-old and a 42-year-old. Like, you should have went through some things to help you recognize good, genuine people or not, because you're going to be in some different circles when you get this success. And success isn't just about money. Like, success is reaching your fullest potential
Yeah,
in all aspects of life. So like, maybe you weren't able to provide a lifestyle for you and your family, but now you make just enough money, not millions of dollars, but a hundred
enough for
thousand
you to
dollars.
feel comfortable.
Yeah, feel
Yeah,
comfortable and take care of whoever you need to as a part of your family unit. And like I said, like, we have that love phase, which we want to fall in love before we get the success, and to an extent, maybe I've held back my success just so that I could try to find that. And now I'm at another place in my life where I'm just like, now I want to see what that looks like dating with success, money, and all of that comes with. Maybe I do want my choice. Maybe I do want my pick, not just the person that was there, you know. And then that might cut out some infidelities because we know athletes have a lot of infidelity and stuff like issues. Like if I get to pick who I want
Oh
after I
yeah.
never got to pick who I really wanted, I ain't saying I never got to pick, but um, if I get to pick from a higher caliber of person, then that's a little bit different, and I think I like that idea better than and I would like to be able to weed out the person that doesn't have good intentions, and usually they do if you see the red flags when you're young. PJ Washington is 27 years old. Brittany
Yeah.
Renner is 33. So
She still got some miles ahead of her.
she still has miles ahead of her, but she still has miles behind her. So she's
Yeah.
been dealing with this type of individual for a long time,
Yeah.
while PJ was in college, right?
Yeah.
So she has the upper hand in dealing with this situation. She can appeal to him in a way that he doesn't even know. Like she can mask her intent, and
Well,
that's
I
what I'll
mean,
be
yeah,
saying.
but that's just that's just life in general. Because I know about Bernie Rittner simply because of Instagram.
Yeah.
So I knew I
But I'm
don't
talking
know.
about normal, regular life. Regular life. If that woman already knows how to get a high
High value man.
high paying man, highly paid man, that because PJ might not be a high value man. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because there's other things that come with being high value as well. So if if we just look at the money part, yeah, he high value, but like that's not the only thing.
Yeah.
Reaching your fullest potential is higher value than than most. Reaching your fullest potential and only making 80, $90,000 is very high value. What Kevin Samuels said, high value is making like what's that, 200 or $20,000 a month, $120,000 a year.
Yeah. Yeah. That
Yeah,
that puts you in a different perspective
yeah.
as far as life and options. I think that when I become successful, um, I feel like I would have way more fun because I am older. So I
That's what
don't.
I'm saying.
I would have fun. Like I would do like some undercover boss type stuff.
Yeah,
Where
yeah,
I'm a like be a whole different character and see if you like me.
yeah.
I'm gonna keep it up because I'm gonna have the money to do it. So it's gonna be entertainment for me. I'm probably not gonna take anything seriously because I'm rich. I don't have to. And that'll be me. How that plays out is how it plays out because I still have to get to that plateau. And if and when I get to that plateau, my mentality can change from then from here till then. So be aware of that because with certain things that come in your life come certain responsibilities, which should also produce more maturity, or I would hope that it would produce more maturity.
And that's why we here is to help you be mature about what you do. Like because your judgment can be clouded. That's why you have the village. Like you have to have some people that you can go to and be like, "Hey, is this right?" I never had that. That's probably why a lot of my relationships didn't last all the way through to a super long term relationship because I didn't know who to talk to. I grew up in a church where you had the first it was a racist church, but
Yeah.
so if the person was outside of my race, I couldn't talk to them really because they already have it in their mind that where I should be at already. Uh, Two, like I didn't grow up with a father figure in my life, and then so this is how your religion dictates your life, right? So one, it was frowned upon to date outside your race, right? Two, um, they had to be in the church, so they had to be equally yoked at the same time.
Oh, I ran into
So,
that.
so if I dated a woman, a girl in high school, like that didn't go to my church, like that was already frowned upon. So there's a whole group of people in my village at that time that is cut out from me getting any type of regular advice from. Ain't that crazy?
That
So
is crazy.
and then
It's not a good support system.
right, and then you don't have uh guys in your life that you could go talk to or whatever. And then most of the guys were like my coaches were white guys. So and then now I have in the back of my mind they're not gonna give me good advice because I might be dating a white girl and they don't want me dating a white girl. So and that might not even been the case, but I didn't even go to them with that, you know.
Just in case,
Yeah, but like that's just my background. So like those things shape your reality, and like I had to work to get out of that mentality to ultimately be able to be involved in a relationship with a woman that's outside of my race or inside my race, whatever. So there's a whole bunch of things that go into, and that's why I say like the experiences that you have from 15 to 25, and if you are 15 to 25 right now, you should be looking for those experiences so that, or reading about them, listening to a bunch of different people, reading books on people's relationship. If that's a value that you want to see, or if that's something you want to see in your life, like there's not a lot of stuff that hasn't been done before in this world. So you have to be able to use that information, and that's why I think our podcast and what I talk about is so much different from what the internet talks about. Is that like we need to come up with solutions to your specific circumstances.
Yeah.
Because growing up without a father, a single mother, that didn't date in a church environment that wasn't conducive to, yeah. So and then so you have to be able to navigate that. And how do you navigate your own circumstances to get to success? And that's the difference between a whole bunch of, like, cause I watch the videos, like I'm aware of what people talk about, and most of the stuff people talk about is information and facts. This is what it is, but they don't tell you how to get what's the solution to it. Yeah. So I go based off of four things. The fourth one is what I just came up with not too long ago, but I call it the foes. My foes, right? Facts, observation, experiences, and now solutions. So that's how I go through everything in my mind. What's to make an educated decision on my life. So what are the facts? This fact, if we look at PJ Washington and Brittany Renner, it looked like the kid was like 1 to 2 years old. So the fact is that like I'm 25 years old, she's 31 years old. This is how you gotta evaluate people. You gotta observe like who was she dealing with before me, who was she dealing with in her circle. How did she move? Like how did I observe her? How did I meet her? You know, my own experiences. These are experiences that I had before them. These are the experiences of other NBA players that have gone through similar situations. You know, similar are just have the similar experience. There's a cohort group of people that have been NBA players and are NBA players. So there's a pool of people that you can look at their experiences and your own experiences and say, all right, is this woman into me for my money, or is she really into me? Because on the flip side of that same same team now. Anthony Davis. Anthony Davis went to a restaurant, tried to holler at one of the waitresses. She was like, "Nah, man, I already know who you are. I know that the type of person people because they come in here all the time. I guess,
Yeah.
right? I don't know their whole situation, but Anthony Davis came back around, kept coming back around, and that's who he wanted because he denied him because of that fact.
Yeah.
That's probably a different circumstance
It is a
than
very different
right.
circumstance.
So then when he comes back, he's like, "Can I take you out of the day? I really want to be a good person." They end up getting married, and that might last longer, and she might not be in it just for his money, like
Yeah.
that is a perk. But like she also did her vetting of him at the same time. What type of person is he? What you know what I mean? Like I'm
Well,
gonna
yeah.
deny him.
What then? What is the intent? Because some people pursue things and kind of over pursue things for one thing.
Yeah, because
It's
on
not
the
a
flip side,
it's not an overall thing.
the guy, the NBA player in that position, who knows how to work his celebrity
Yeah.
or whatever, will take advantage of.
Yeah. Straight to the
So
hole.
so that's the environment that those people are in. So and I think because I have to go through this in my head all the time is that like I'm thinking of a scenario that puts me in the power position to be able to get whatever I want, right?
Yeah.
But that ain't even happened yet. So and what if it doesn't even happen? And what if I do this stuff really pops off and I get rich and famous? Like I'm gonna still since I am me, I'm gonna still be the same person I am. Like
Yeah.
I'm gonna still be wearing the same stuff that I wear because that's a choice in my life.
Yeah.
We might go out on Suit Saturday and dress up and all of that stuff, and we go
So
to
Saturday.
different events and things like that. Like, but I was doing that before. You know what I mean? It like I don't think we'll be changed any way.
I think that when it happens, things that we do that is normal for us will just seem more upscale.
Yeah,
Yeah, and we deserve that. Um,
everybody deserves that along their way
on
to
their way
ultimate
to their
success.
yeah, because that's what we're here for. We're here to bring out the best in you and to help you manage your success so you can be successful and hopefully you can spread your success around or influence. Should I say influence? I already said it. Influence other people's success because you never know who's watching you, who's paying attention. There could be somebody that's a distant admirer that you never even met, but they know who you are. So you got those potentials, you got those things that can happen that could, I won't say per se change your life, but the slightest things that you think that you may not need or know that you want can come in many forms, and you just have to be able to see that for the value that it is.
Yeah, and like if I think it's if the person is genuine before you get the success, and you never really tried to holler at them or never really uh, did anything to pursue that person. If you're a man or if you're a woman, we in 2025. A woman can say you like somebody
Yeah,
too. So, um,
don't exclude
so
yourself.
right, you might lose out on a man because especially if somebody sees potential in that man, you might as well shoot your shot and put yourself in the path of his view in his view so that he can pursue you, right?
Mhm.
But I think that's a difference between reconnecting with somebody from your past or connecting with somebody that you were friends with back in the day, and then you come into success, and then y'all link up later on. Like I don't think that the problem I have is when uh, that friend saw you through everything. You did try to holler at them. They said no, and it would be nothing ever that comes to fruition with you too.
Oh my
And
God.
then
Nothing.
you get the success, and now they wanna be with you,
They're
and
your
now
biggest
that's
cheerleader.
huh.
They're their biggest cheerleader.
Right,
Hey,
right.
look at me. I'm on the team. No, you're
No,
not.
you're not. And that's why I'm like, that I don't know. And that's and now you have to look at that person. Is that person really a good fit for who you want to be a part of your family?
Yeah.
You know, because like I go back and forth with the lady that I know that I'm like, dang, like if this happened and hey, you don't say nothing right now, it ain't gonna never happen.
But see, that means that you would have that option. So you pursued, and she reacted the way she reacted. Now the reaction would be in your court,
Yeah,
which I'm a big fan of.
yeah,
I can't wait
yeah.
because I'm gonna be like, no.
But we also have to be uh that man, you know, um we would have to grow. I would have to grow, um mature, mature in that way. So I'm like, yeah, I'm petty, but like when I got other options, like like I'm gonna pursue some other options before I come back to you, because that's what you did to me. So that's my pettiness or whatever. That's not taking revenge on anybody. Like I really don't care about revenge. Like I'm not hindering anybody's success. Like
No.
yeah, I'm hindering your success with my life.
Yeah.
You want to be a part of my life now, but we could have started this whole thing a long time ago. Nah, you don't get that opportunity. You have to really prove. I don't know how you do that, but you would have to prove to, like, beyond a reasonable doubt, I should be with you and nobody else. Like, and that's gonna be really tough to do. If I was sitting there working out with you twice a week, like that, you get the most time out of my life right now for women.
Well,
That's crazy.
you know that's crazy. I just came up with a scenario. Um, a lot of things have pre-programmed us TV wise. So you saying that scenario and you doing other things and being available, it kind of reminded me of Family Matters and Steve Urkel
Yeah, I'm
just
wearing you down.
just loving the crap out of
Yeah.
Laura. And I would be honest, Laura was okay, but she wasn't. Oh, she wasn't enough in my mind to explore and exfoliate all these things for one person. Because if you follow the show, he had a chick that blew
Fine.
Laura out the water. Blew her out the damn water. I don't care what anybody says. Laura's fine and all that greatness, but I don't think that I would ever put
Myra.
enough effort that he put into Laura. This dude was a scientist. He was the smartest man. He could have got any woman he wanted.
No, he couldn't have got any woman he wanted.
Yeah, he could have, because he got Myra. Myra blew Laura out the water. He was smart. If he used his intelligence.
But in our society, which is in our society, that's the man that's overlooked all the time.
Yeah.
So that's a great example of being overlooked. Like I have a student now, real smart kid, knows what he wants to be an engineer, all of this stuff. Like girls should be on him, but he's a little awkward, but they not. You know what I mean? But that's how our society goes. They'll go after the basketball player that that is not mature and not maturing as quickly as that other person. So that's and that Steve Urkel scenario is a good reflection. Like, why would I ever go back with Laura? Like, ever. Like, I tried so hard. Like, I personally, I didn't try super hard to go after this person, but
I mean,
but they knew.
you have to understand effort. Effort is a lot, whether it's a little or a lot. The key word is effort. Now, a lot of people these days don't appreciate effort. They appreciate whatever they can have instantly. And that's what our society is, the instant society.
Instant
There's no
gratification.
There's no development. There's no, hey, I don't want to say study, but I've admired you from afar, so therefore I feel like I'm the best person for you because I basically know you in and out. Steve Urkel probably knew Laura in and out. Well, they was neighbors first of all, so he probably saw her grow up and do all this wonderful stuff, and then they just had constant interaction because of being neighbors. That aspect of life is wild. Have I been a part of something like that? No, I have not. Because unfortunately for me, no, fortunately, I won't say unfortunately. Once I give the effort that I want to give and it is rejected, then you do not get any more effort. I don't care how I feel about you. I'll turn my feelings off so fast that you will think that I hate you, and I don't. I just don't. I just don't have time for you.
Yeah.
In my world, because you didn't make time for me, and that's basically why I would do that undercover boss stuff. Like I would just.
Mm-hmm. I thought about that stuff too.
Just holler at girls that I knew I wanted to holler at. Get them right where I want them, and then boom, I'm a different person, and you can't have this person. Anyway,
I didn't think of it like that. My scenario was undercover boss is like me just being who I am now with the money and going out and trying to be the same person that I am now with the money. You know what I mean? But I'm not a different person.
No,
anyway.
I won't be a different person.
You just said you're a whole different person.
But that's undercover boss.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
But
like
in your scenario, what you doing? Yes, I would still remain the same person. I would still want the same values. Okay. I'm still gonna put you through the toolets to get to the level that I'm at.
Yeah, I don't want people to know. Like I want people to react to me the way that they would react to me in my regular self. Like that's what I want. Like and then I'll like some of them young dudes videos. They walk up to the Lamborghini or the Corvette.
Oh, you talking about the gold digger videos? Yeah, that's
the gold digger videos. I know they set up or whatever, but
I couldn't keep a straight face. Like I would just know, like, oh, you don't like me, and then I just.
But that's the scenario that I would set up. Like I would go to the rooftop places and try to holler at a girl or a woman, and then I would walk down, make sure I walk down with them, and get my valet.
Oh, wait a minute! Oh no, you wait a minute.
Yeah, that's the scenario that I want to play out, and yeah, that's what I want to play out. Like I want a real scenario, not a set up one.
I guess if I think about it, I guess I'd be a little petty too. I guess I would.
Yeah, I want them to see me get the valet with my expensive car.
I want you to see the taillights. Because that's all you gotta see.
I won't lose. I'm on the back. Committed to excellence. You need to start putting your personalized license plates together, man.
I'm gonna get it together. You just wait.
I got two of them.
I gotta get some personalized plate money.
Man, they are like $50.
No. My stuff ain't gonna be $50.
What are
tell
you
you.
talking about? That's how much they cost at the...
No, I want like a team thing. You know how like you can get your team.
$75. What you talking about? Like,
It's fine. I'm saying I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
Don't
I
worry
know.
about
That's
it.
what I'm saying. Like,
Commitment to excellence. Nobody.
it's only 7 characters. That's why I said you got to get it together. You got to figure out.
I had to. Okay,
it's a limit
now
on.
I see. Now I see what you're saying.
Because if you read my book, Work Hard Philosophy, or the Work Smarter and Work Harder,
Mm-hmm.
if you read the book, like you hear, like I have my license plates for. Well, I don't know if I even told that story. The story of how I got to work hard.
Yeah.
Did I tell that?
Well,
Like,
and I don't think you did on the podcast.
So
you told me though.
Oh, okay, but it ain't in the book. Like, I ain't read my book in a while, but
you have the how you got the word.
Yeah, so I do have that.
Yeah, you do have it.
So
you
I
have to
said,
explain what it was. So it's in your book.
Yeah, so
I thought
in
you
my
talking
book,
about the license, but never mind.
yeah, my license plate in the book. So not just that I had work hard on my license plate, but before that, like that's how I know this was like a gift to have it from God, the universe, whatever you want to call it. So they have a form that you fill out. Back then it was on paper. I was like, when I got my first car, I was gonna get personalized license plate with my college on there, right? So I had to think of what what I wanted on there. I didn't have no real nickname or anything, and I didn't want to like vanity plates, so something like that. So I was like, what is it that I do? I was like, I work hard. Like that's what I do. So I sent in WRKHRD, and it was too long. Like they gave you like 3 or 4 selections that you could do, and they sent a paperback, a mail paperback, saying that like I had to pick something else because it was too long or whatever. Because mine was shorter. Like it was only 6 words. I couldn't have the 6 letters, but I couldn't have the 7th because of the emblem, the school emblem.
Yeah.
It's usually 7, but I had to choose 6, so I had to cut it down to 6. So I was like, dang, all right, WRKHRD is what I ended up with, and that's what I'm saying. Like, I almost didn't even have the WRKHRD. It almost didn't get on my license plate. I almost didn't have like the acronyms. It wouldn't have set up with the same acronyms. I would have had to add. I mean, I probably would have adjusted it, but who knows what it would have been if they would have kept my WRKHARD. That's interesting, ain't it? So
yeah.
So life
C to E. There you go. Mine's already created.
C to E.
Yeah. Commitment to excellence.
Oh, see.
There you go. We do everything in 3s.
There
well,
you go.
I mean,
See,
yeah.
we got it already.
Yeah, we got it. See? Look, that's the first for you guys right there. Brainstorming on podcast is usually what we do to get our ideas together so we can, monopolize our time.
Yeah, you want to do questions and stuff?
We're going to do questions.
Hang on, let me
get the timer up here.
Yeah.
I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I think we are
10 minutes.
Okay, yeah, we're on this page.
All right.
I forgot where we left off on. We'll start out with this because this is pretty good. Because we're talking about characters and values, and being rich versus being poor, and the women that you can get pregnant.
I've been poor and I've been rich, and I don't want to be poor again. That's what I heard. I ain't been rich yet, so I want to be rich so I can see what that look like.
Well, question would be, what do you most value in friends?
What do I most value in friends? Genuineness. Like, I I like people to be themselves around me. I don't want you to change up and be certain type of way around me. Like I want you to be consistent, I guess,
Yeah.
in your character and have good character.
For me, genuineness, the acceptance of me being my authentic self. Because, yeah, if you're my friend, you might hear some stuff you may not want to hear.
Yeah,
But
you ride in the right hand lane. Oh, like
oh,
that's
yeah,
something I gotta get over, boy.
you do. I'm doing better now. We had a talk. I'm in the fast lane now. I like the speed, so I try and control my speed. It doesn't necessarily work for people that doesn't understand what I'm trying to do. Who are your favorite writers?
Malcolm Gladwell, Robert Greene, Seth Godin.
Michael Taylor.
You can tell he don't read books, but I appreciate it.
I do audiobooks, but as far as writers, I don't be remembering who they are.
Yeah,
I do like this one lady, but I think it's because she uses expletives in her book.
expletives.
Yeah.
The reason why I say them is because I read multiple books of theirs,
Mhm.
and I try to buy their books. Like Malcolm Gladwell, he's half Jamaican, half white,
Oh, nice.
but he looks white, so I think that's why he gets a lot of like his um, uh, I don't want to say privilege, but like he appeals to the masses more readily than because of the topics that he is. He's a low key social justice warrior, but people if you look at him, people don't even know that his mom was Jamaican, right? Robert Greene, he goes in depth about all of the subjects of human nature. So you got the laws of human nature, the 48 laws of power, the art of seduction, mastery. Mastery is one of the books that influenced the writing of Work Smarter and Work Harder. So and then who else did I say? Seth Godin. Seth Godin is like the goat of like explaining like marketing and things like that. So I read his books a lot. Like I have to go back and read his books, so it reminds me of of what I need to do. So
Okay. Who is your hero of fiction?
hero of fiction. You got one? I don't.
Fiction is like non-believable, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, my hero in fiction would be Bane.
Who? Bane.
Yeah.
Oh, so you like the villains?
I do love villains. I do.
That's why he's a Raiders fan.
Well, yeah, because we're the most hated, but we're the most greatest. Yeah, I like Bane. For the simple fact is that you have your heroes, and yeah, usually whatever story depicts them helps them become the person that they want to be. But a villain is somebody that is probably misunderstood and probably wants the same as the hero, is just depicted different. Okay. So that's my fiction hero.
My fiction hero, I'm gonna go funny. Blank Man.
He's hilarious.
Blank Man. If you don't know who Blank Man is, look him up. All right.
I think that's gonna be a clip that I put on the school thing. That little thing. I probably sent it to you. Which historical figure do you most identify with?
I think like Malcolm X. Malcolm X. So let me explain that because Malcolm X we grew up similarly. Like Malcolm X was the only black kid in his in school
Mm-hmm.
in his school. So he felt some different things that was opposite of Dr. Martin Luther King
Yeah.
Jr. So when you look at his life and my life, that's who I most identify with. Like Dr. Martin Luther King, he grew up with all black people with the knowledge of, or with the fantasy of white people being um, genuinely like nice, inherently nice.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he was a fiction. It was like a fiction in that time period. Like,
Yeah, it definitely was.
you know what I mean? So if somebody grew up with them versus somebody who didn't grow up with them and just thinks that, hey, this is these are nice people. Yeah. So who
I wasn't ready for this question, so I don't really have an answer. Yeah, I don't really have an answer. But historically, who I would compare myself to. There's a lot of people I compare myself to, but nothing that stands out that I could explain.
Yeah, I have the same
Right
personality type as Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. though. I'm an INFJ.
Mm-hmm.
Mother Teresa is another one. Like, yeah. So you got to do those personality tests, and because that helps you. It doesn't say everything. It's like astrology. It don't say everything about you, but it can give you ideas on like which direction you need to go to explore your personality more.
Oh yeah, yeah. I don't agree with my astrology. It says that I'm emotional because of my sign. Maybe they're just talking about the female versions of myself.
Well, you can be emotional and not show emotion.
That's me.
Exactly. That's what it's saying. You're emotional.
Well, no, I don't agree with that.
Because you don't want to agree with it. But you just said exactly what it said.
Next question.
All right.
Who are you heroes? Who are your heroes in real life?
Shoot, I don't even know. Go ahead. Do you have any?
I have several, and I guess it's just because I know them. We've had conversations before. I have several, mostly in my family. Couple outside. Just people that I've entangled with over the years. You know, through work or just through connections of different things. I have a lot of people that are my heroes in real life because, you know, I realize that they do the things that they need to do for themselves, for others. I try and emulate myself to be like them, but sometimes it's hard. But I have several in my life.
I don't know. I don't know about heroes. I think of myself as a hero.
Well, you should. You are a hero.
Yeah, I'm trying to be, but yeah. Go ahead. We got 14 seconds.
Oh, well, this will be easy. What are your favorite names?
Names: Michael and Michelle. Who is like God is what that's called.
Oh, nice.
Every time I meet somebody named Michelle, I'll be like, you know what your name means? Who is like God? Go ahead.
My favorite names are The Chosen One, obviously. Vicious and Delicious.
Vicious and Delicious.
Yeah. We'll stick with that. We'll stick with that because time is up.
Any final thoughts on today?
Final thoughts of today is that obviously do your research. when you're intrigued by something, don't judge a book by its cover, because you don't know what's inside. Be committed to excellence as usual. Be all the way up as usual, and do what you need to do to survive.
Yeah. What I say is, like, love is a powerful drug. So when you in it as a young person, be aware and be. This is why reverse engineering is so powerful. Is because, like, you need to have a vision of what you want your life to look like, and you need the people that you deal with or have relationships with to fit whatever it is that you see in your future life. And it's hard to do because love gets in the way. The emotions get in the way. I wouldn't just say love. Emotions get in the way. And
feelings.
Yeah, emotions and feelings, all of that stuff. Because we inherently want to be with somebody, and especially if you never seen that growing up, like, you have to analyze exactly what that is, and you have to analyze who you are and why you want to be in a relationship. Like, now I'm at a point where like, yeah, I do want to be in a relationship, mostly because, like, I never had that high school love that I could walk around the halls with in high school and stuff like that. So like, I don't know if I want to necessarily recreate that, but, like, I want somebody that I can just go out and have fun with and do random micro mini stuff, micro maiden stuff with.
That.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. So we definitely want that.
And I've seen that, and I think that it's possible for any and everybody. I don't want to be jaded when it comes down to selecting a partner, and I don't think anybody should be jaded. And if you are jaded, you have to recognize that in you, so that you become full and whole for that other person that you seek. So always analyze yourself, work hard to be successful, and reach your fullest potential. I won't lose, you won't lose, we won't lose. Give me my theme music.
Restricted area, he OC, that's a charge. They leasing, they rent team, my shit paid for what they charge. Ain't nothing for you to go out here and go get us on the one roof. Gotta be able to work hard. I'm up late nights, early mornings. I don't watch too much TV, city already performing. You keep them thoughts, I have no time for them. Solid cats and out raw for them. So much tension in these streets, everybody can't heat. Ready to settle petty beef, and I'm telling you, them cowards gonna be aiming at me. Before they see me retreat, I'm gonna make them believe that I go hard. Try to knock me down, you can't count me out. Work hard. No days off, I don't get no sleep. I go hard. You won't lose, how to execute. Ain't no limit to my brain, so waiting on you to work hard. Try to knock me down, can't count me out. Work hard. No days off, I don't get no sleep. I go hard. I won't lose, you won't lose, how to execute. Ain't no limit to my brain, so waiting on you to see, I'm out the door, it's time to get it. Say you ready to work, and let's get it. If you paper chasing, I'm with it. Early in the morning, I'm talking about fitness. Suit and ties, I'm all up at my business. Time to change your way of living. If you want it bad enough, go and get it. You don't need nobody else tell you go and get it. Work hard, look in the mirror, the reflection is you. You don't like the current stats, now what you gonna do? Everybody got a point, but I got nothing to prove. Everybody got a side, but you never hear the truth. Look at me, I know I go hard. I made this decision that ain't for the stars. I'll be up grinding one day, stay sleeping my license place, telling to work hard. I've been patient, waiting, God know it. My time's coming, I know it. When you working hard, you ain't gotta show it. You know I'm hot and I know it. I took the game with a shot, that was yesterday. I ran 2 miles, that was yesterday. I started 3 classes, that was yesterday. I'm going hard, I promise, then yesterday. I work hard. I ain't got no time for no games. I ain't got no time to be playing. I ain't got no time for no social media, no tag me and nothing. I ain't any of your games. And Facebook, I call it fake book. Your friends list, that's what snakes look like. You don't know my passion, just know I'm active. Went back to school and I got my master. I go hard. Try to knock me down, you can't count me out. Work hard. I work hard. No days off, I don't get no sleep. I go hard. I won't lose. You won't lose. You won't lose. Time to execute. Ain't no limit to my greatness. I'm waiting on you to work hard.